Hey everybody, welcome into the marketing studio here at GPRS. I'm Blake Bacho. This is Larry Wade, Field Services Director for the Great Lakes region. Right. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here, man.
We're going to talk about something pretty cool today. Pretty serious project we're working on, but what actually one specific member of our team's been able to provide this client, we feel like it's a story worth telling. So let's set the stage a little bit. We're talking about East Palestine, Ohio. For those of you who don't know, back in February, there was a very serious train derailment that led to a very extensive chemical spill. And so let's talk about where we come in. And the answer to that is Chris Kennedy, one of our project managers. Larry, take it away. What did Chris Kennedy get himself into?
Yeah, sure. It started with the single action of Chris Kennedy, and he has certainly spearheaded our efforts up to this point out there in East Palestine. When it first happened, they immediately needed to test the soil, right? In order to test the soil, they needed us, like in many jobs across the country. Anytime there's any soil sampling needed, soil borings that need to occur, we come out and do utility locating. And so, Chris had cleared a couple boring locations for them to do some of those soil sampling. But then what happened was they started needing to call him because they were 24 hours around the clock. Chris had gotten, in touch with the VP account leader for Arcadis at the time, who still kind of serves as a site contact there. There's a couple of times he called him at 2 a.m. on a Sunday. And I don't think there was ever a time where Chris said no. As things started to kind of progress there, it didn't take long for Arcadis to see, the special group of individuals that they had there and that they could trust. And
that Cleveland team, when they were called to the site, you said they initially was soil borings. Why is it important to get utility locates done before soil borings? Chemical spill or not? Let's talk about that first.
Yeah. Anytime you need to excavate or drill into the ground to collect whatever it is that you need to know what's there. And so. Just like any town, or they have major utilities that are unknown, and prior to drilling, they need to know where those utilities do exist. We've also used video pipe inspection as well.
Yeah, let's talk about the video pipe inspection, because that was where, and again, we talk about that our project managers have this incredible ability to become. They're not just there to do a service. It's really it's a collaborative process with the client. That's really where Chris really proved what he brings to the table special, right? Was with the VPI service.
Right. I mean, over time as he started to do utility locates in certain parts of the towns or parts of the site, he would start to educate the client on other things that we're capable of doing, one being video pipe inspection. And so the really unique twist on how we were able to continue to impact this project was federal EPA. We're constantly on site doing different types of tests and investigations as well. So the EPA has something called PID sensors, photoionization sensors, with a little bit of an adhesive can attach to our crawlers without compromising the integrity of our VPI device, obviously. And so that tests levels of toxicity from the chemical spill. And so the federal EPA literally would basically catch a ride with our crawlers into some of the pipes and the tunnels. And as it goes through, they're able to do their scan. Again, being able to leverage what we do to have a bigger impact on even at the federal level there. We've been invaluable. We've been definitely an essential part. I believe an essential part of just the restoration process and the cleanup process.
And I know you've been on site, you've visited, paint a picture for me. What is the day-to-day right now for this Cleveland team? Because I can't get over their dedication to helping make this right for the residents there.
I think about Mike Astaire, the area manager there, and the team of project managers there. Just their willingness to really take that, like I said, that all hands on deck approach and literally be there almost around the clock, anywhere between 8 to 12-hour days, sometimes 7 days a week, especially recently. The site is very surreal experience going there. A little bit of an eerie feel, but when I look at the responses of other people when GPRS team members are there, you could just tell they want us there. There's a sense that they need us there, and that's an amazing feeling to be a part of. It really is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, if you guys want to learn more about this story, we have an excellent article up on our website, gprsinc.com. Check that out. And other than that, thanks again, Larry, for being able to be here, share the story.
Thanks
Absolutely.
for having me. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.